Deep in the English countryside, nestled within the quiet village of Borley in Essex, lies the site of what was once known as the most haunted house in England, Borley Rectory. A place where the veil between the living and the dead seemed almost non-existent and has become infamous for its chilling tales of ghostly apparitions, unexplained phenomena, and dark secrets. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring the eerie history of Borley Rectory, a place that's captured the imagination of both paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics alike for over a century. From spectral nuns to mysterious writings on walls, the story of Borley Rectory is filled with inexplicable events that have baffled investigators for decades. So, if you're ready to delve into one of England's most notorious hauntings, let's uncover the truth behind the legend of Borley Rectory. Borley Rectory was built in 1862 by Reverend Henry Dawson Ellis Bull on the site of an earlier rectory. The Bull family would live in the rectory for nearly 65 years, but even from the beginning, the house seemed to harbour dark secrets. Local legends told of a Benedictine monastery that once stood on the grounds, where a monk and a nun attempted to elope only to meet a tragic fate. The monk was allegedly executed, and the nun was apparently bricked up alive in the walls of the convent. These grim tales of forbidden love and cruel punishment set the stage for what would become one of the most infamous hauntings in British history. The first reports of paranormal activity came from the Bull family themselves. Strange noises, unexplained footsteps, and the apparition of a ghostly nun who would be seen wandering in the garden. These sightings would only increase as time went on, which attracted the attention of paranormal investigators and the press. As the years passed, the hauntings at Borley Rectory became more intense. The Reverend Henry Bull and his family often witnessed the apparition of the nun, who became a regular visitor to the grounds. Her spectral form was often seen gliding silently along what became known as the Nun's Walk, a pathway near the house. But it wasn't just the nun who haunted the rectory. Mysterious footsteps echoed through empty corridors, bells rang without explanation, and objects moved on their own. One of the most disturbing phenomena was the appearance of strange writings on the walls, messages seemingly written by unseen hands, pleading for help. These messages, often illegible or fragmented, were seen as desperate attempts by a trapped spirit to communicate with the living. One of the most famous messages simply read, "Marianne, please help get," a plea directed at Marianne Foyster, the wife of one of Borley's later residents. Who, or what, was trying to reach out remains a mystery. The strange occurrences at Borley Rectory caught the attention of Harry Price, one of the most famous paranormal investigators of the 20th century. In 1929, Price visited the rectory, eager to document the hauntings firsthand. His investigations would span several years, during which he recorded a series of inexplicable events, such as strange sounds, moving objects, and even the sighting of a ghostly figure. Price's work at Borley Rectory culminated in two books, The Most Haunted House in England and The End of Borley Rectory, where he detailed his findings and presented evidence of the paranormal. But not everyone was convinced. Some skeptics accused Price of fabricating evidence or being too eager to believe in the supernatural. Even so, his investigations brought Borley Rectory into the public eye, cementing its reputation as a hotspot for ghostly activity. In 1939, Borley Rectory was destroyed by fire, reducing the once grand house to ruins. The cause of the fire was never fully determined, though some speculated it was deliberately set to conceal evidence of the hauntings, or perhaps even to drive out the spirits that tormented its residents. Even after the fire, the hauntings at Borley didn't stop. In fact, some say they only intensified. Witnesses continued to report sightings of the ghostly nun, as well as other apparitions that seemed to rise from the ashes of the rectory. Was the fire an attempt to cleanse the site of its dark past? Or did it only serve to awaken the spirits even more? Despite the destruction, the legend of Borley Rectory lives on. Paranormal investigators, historians, and curious visitors continue to explore the site, hoping to catch a glimpse of the spirits that are said to haunt these grounds. But after all these years, the true nature of the Borley Rectory hauntings remains elusive, an enigma that refuses to be fully explained. Today, the site of Borley Rectory is little more than an overgrown patch of land, with few remnants of the building that once stood here. But the stories of its hauntings have endured, passed down through generations as one of the most chilling tales in British folklore. Was Borley Rectory truly the most haunted house in England, or was it simply a product of overactive imaginations and clever hoaxes? Perhaps we'll never know for sure, but one thing is certain. The legend of Borley Rectory continues to captivate and terrify, a testament to the enduring power of a good ghost story. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the haunted history of Borley Rectory. If you enjoyed this exploration of one of England's most famous ghost stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the world's most haunted places. And as always, let us know in the comments, do you believe the hauntings at Borley Rectory were real, or was it all just a well-crafted illusion? Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the mysteries that lurk just beyond the veil. Who knows what you might discover? See you in the next video.